muffin. Can you see the? You can see the light.
Kind of. Is it rolling?
It is rolling.
So, welcome back to biographies from people who know nothing about the person and going solely based off their last name.
I wish you get the Warren Buffet one.
I know.
Oh, we just need to think of new ones now.
Okay, let's do. Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan. Now, the funny thing about Michael Clark Duncan is he's so big-bodied, and what he had done, and this is why he's famous, is he invented Dunkin' Donuts, which is pretty obvious, right?
Yeah,
but then,
clearly.
Yeah, so he got really big off of that, literally and monetarily, off of his...
Financially,
financially, off of his Dunkin' Donuts.
So...
But then, this is what happened. He sold it off.
Okay.
To he took all the money, he sold it, and he gave it away. He took that money because he had a friend.
Hold on, he sold it, gave the money away, and then took it back.
No, he sold it.
Okay.
And so to a you know, a donut lover, and now that's why you see Dunkin' Donuts.
Donut enthusiast,
yes.
Or what they call in the donut community, donuts.
But this is also something interesting about Michael Clark Duncan, is that when he took that money, he had a really good friend that was. She was like a childhood friend, and she really loved arts and crafts, and so he was like, you know what, I don't need this money, let me give it to you, and she opened up an arts and crafts store, and because she was so grateful, she named it after her friend Michael. So
Michaels.
She invented Michaels.
Michaels.
So
Okay.
you know Michaels.
Now,
that's also because of Michael Clark.
Now I also have a question for you. You said that Michael Clark Duncan became large off these donuts.
Yes.
Now, are you saying that his gigantic stature?
Yes.
Include that too.
Yeah.
Then how do you explain cops? Because most cops are short, round, and.
Yeah, but see what happened is what they do wrong is that they eat them just one at a time. This is Michael Clark Duncan. This is what he did. He took the equivalent of 1 million donuts.
1 million.
And he blended it down into a delicious shake and an oatmeal bar. And then he ate all of those donuts at once. This is when he was 5'7"
Okay.
and really skinny. And it was like a super soldier serum for him. So when
he was actually white before he started
yes.
this too.
And then he ate all of those donuts and he instantly shot up like a super soldier.
Okay.
But see, none of us are willing to eat 1 million donuts.
No, and
Yeah.
I'm questioning the logic behind fitting 1 million donuts into one shake. But then again,
you're out Michael Clark Duncan.
I was just gonna say, I had no idea.
Which is crazy. You know, moving on.
Yeah.
I always wondered the story behind Reese Witherspoon. I never knew.
Well, actually, it's a very fascinating story. I'm glad you brought that up. Reese Witherspoon was an heiress to a multi-billion-dollar baby wipes company.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the one thing
because she's an actress.
Yeah,
so people know.
Yeah, that's what they started.
I thought that's why people know her.
No.
Okay.
Believe it or not, she wanted to keep that on the down low. Now, with that, you have your baby photos, and the father was like, I need a new model for this baby wipe.
Okay.
And they came up with Reese. They're like, why don't we just use our loving daughter, Reese?
She was probably really cute.
Now, the funny thing about it, most people don't know, is that her last name was actually Mortingtons.
Reese Mortingtons.
Reese Mortingtons, yes.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is they were taking the photos and they went through one by one by one. Mind you, this is back in the 40s.
Yeah, okay.
Because she's aged perfectly.
Yeah.
She's
for being she's like 87.
About that, yeah. If you did the math. And they went through all the photos and they're like, you know what? I like this one. And she happened to have just a little silver spoon in her mouth.
No kidding.
So from then they went, I'm gonna go with Reese Witherspoon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And and they're like, Reese Witherspoon, that has a ring to it. So what they decided to do was, at that point, they had the money for it because they just made billions out of this idea.
Yeah.
And they gave it to her and said, we want you to fulfill your dreams as an actress. Now, mind you, this time she's 6.
Yes.
Parents don't really, they're rich. They said it was the chauffeur, so it was fine.
Medical technology back then was really bad, so they probably all had all kinds of funguses in their brain.
They had some tumors.
Yeah,
they had some tumors.
Had some tumors and fungi.
But they sent her off, and the rest is just history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reese Mortingtons.
Yeah. I know, right?
That's not. Yeah.
Learn something.
Wow. That's I did not know that about her. You know, let's take a quick break here.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be back with more
okay. Biographies from two guys who know nothing about the person is going solely off their last name.
Oh.
Thank you.